right. So in this tutorial, we are going to figure out how we are going to create our badges to be unique to us. So at this point, you should already have that badge photo file downloaded, as well as a picture of yourself saved on your computer. So the first thing we want to do is we want to open up that new file, right? So I'm going to click there. And you're going to find it somewhere. I know where I save mine. Let's see here. Okay. All right. So the first thing you want to look at is over here on the right hand side. We should be looking at our layers panel. If you cannot find your layers panel, that is absolutely okay. We're going to go to Window. And then everything that you might need on the right hand side is in alphabetical order. So you want to make sure that check is right there. All right. So when we're looking at our layers panel here, we have shape. When I click on that layer, highlights it. First name. Again, you can see that it highlights your first name, last name, and then of course period. So let's just start with our first name, right? So I'm going to highlight that layer, if I can talk, and you can notice there's this blue box around it, so it's selected. I am going to take my cursor and I'm going to double click and it's going to highlight it. How do I know that it's highlighted? The background is black, the font is white. So when it's highlighted, all I'm going to do is hit backspace and then I'm going to start typing my name, Liz. I'm going to follow those same steps for your last name and your period. So double click last name, blues around there. Oops, if that happens, just hit cancel. All right, obviously my last name is Hardy. And we're doing the same thing with class period, right? And clicking it over here in my layers panel, taking my cursor, double clicking, we're gonna put first. All right, so the next step is to add our beautiful mug over here. So first and foremost, we need to go up to file because we want to open up that image. Oh, you might have to hit enter. There we go. Let's see if that works. Again, this is a brand new program. We are all learning together. It looks very complicated, but I promise it will become familiar. But if I go over here to file up top and then open, and then I'm going to find the selfie. So up here it says photo badge, and that is like a Photoshop file. And here we have this image, which is a JPEG. And I don't know who this kid is, but they look really cool and they're probably awesome and super funny and nice. All right, so we want to take this photo, you can tell that it's highlighted over here, and we want to put it inside of this shape. So let's go back to that photo. On my keyboard, I'm going to hit Control and A at the same time. And that stands for select all. And you can see we got some marching ants over here. So that's exactly what we're looking for. The second part is I want to copy it. So in order to copy it on my keyboard at the same time, I'm going to hit Control and C. And that stands for copy. All right, so after you select all, Control A, copy, Control C, you're going to go back to your photo badge and you're going to hit Control V. More than likely, your mug is going to be really, really big. Hit M. Oops. Let's try this again. There we go. We want to size this down so it's going to kind of fit within that clipping mask, right? So I am using my move tool. So I'm hitting V on my keyboard. And I want to scale it down using the corners, and you can see like that arrow going back and forth. You want your photo to be on top of the shape, right? It doesn't have to be perfect at this point. Okay, so let's say I think it looks all right. I think it's going to fit in that shape. Obviously, we can't see it, but next what we're going to do is we're going to create what's called a clipping mask. What I'm going to do, go over here to my layers panel. I have the photograph layer highlighted. Why do I know that? Because it's kind of a lighter gray. I'm going to right click. Oop, there we go. And what I'm looking for is create clipping mask. So select that. So when there's an image on top of a shape, then that photograph can be like bound by that shape, apparently. But you can still edit it. So let's say, it's a little too big still. You can see that blue box, right? That's telling you where like the photograph ends and where it begins. So you can still resize it to fit perfectly. And of course you want your face to be really prominent on this photography badge. And yeah, so after that, then what you're gonna do, you're gonna go to File. Oh, you're gonna hit Enter first. Sorry. These steps are kind of advanced, but we're gonna work together. We're gonna do it. It's gonna be amazing. And then we want to go to Save As. We are going to change it to a TIFF under Save As Type. And photo badge of horse with our name. Save it, submit it, and I'll print it. All right. Hopefully that was helpful. Thank you.